I want to buy a home or I want to refinance my existing home. Where do I begin? What's the interest rate? How much money do I need out of my pocket to be able to purchase a home, or do I need to pay anything out of my pocket to refinance my home? How much can I afford? How do I get pre-approved? These are the 5 most frequently asked questions I get in getting a mortgage. Hi, my name is Jay Robbins. I'm a 22-year mortgage professional with over 150 reviews online by past clients, referral partners, and other service professionals. Today I'm going to answer these 5 most frequently asked questions to help you be more empowered as you go through your home financing journey. Let's get into it. I want to buy or refinance a home. Where do I begin? Well, the answer is right here and right now. The fact that you are allowing this video to play shows that you are seeking information on how to move forward in purchasing a home or refinancing your existing mortgage. The key is to be a seeker. Request information, request knowledge, and be ready to absorb and apply. And this is step 1. What is the mortgage interest rate? Well, there's really no such thing as a mortgage interest rate because there are so many variables that determine an interest rate. For example, first and foremost, you need to know when you're going to be closing. So if you're purchasing a home and you're, let's say, 3 or 4 months out, there's no way to let you know what the rate's going to be 3 to 4 months from today because rates can change on a daily basis. Rates are determined by several factors. I'll give you a few. The economy, the stock market, stocks, bonds, treasuries, what's happening with the employment or unemployment rate, just to name a few. Another part of what determines your interest rate is which product are you going to be using to purchase or refinance your home. Are you using a VA, FHA, conventional, qualified mortgage, which are those low rates that you see, but also is it a non-qualified mortgage? Do you have the ability to use tax returns? There are those factors. And then what is your credit score? Are you below 620? Are you above 620? Are you above 680? Are you above 760? And then how much money are you putting down? Are you putting down 0? Are you putting down 3.5%, 5%, 15, 20, 50%? All of these variables determine the interest rate. And you really don't know what your rate's going to be until you know that you've been officially approved, meaning that you've gone through the motions of going through the application, having your credit pulled, you have a game plan, and then you know when you're going to close. That's when you'll have a more of a clear idea of what your rate will be. You can get an idea what the rate will be as a result of going through the pre-approval process, which I get more in depth into in the home loan masterclass, which you'll see a link to that after this video. But there are many variables that determine the interest rate, so that kind of gives you an idea of what that is. How much money do you need out of pocket to purchase a home? Or do you need any money out of your pocket to refinance your home? Well, let's get into the easy one first, which is refinancing your home. Typically, the only thing that you need to pay out of your pocket for the most part is the cost of getting a new appraisal. That usually fluctuates about $500, give or take, depending on what part of the country you're in, what type of appraisal it is. And in some cases it can be included in the closing cost at closing, but that usually is your upfront out-of-pocket responsibility in refinancing, and all other costs to do a refinance are rolled into the loan. Now on a purchase, it's a little bit different. On a purchase, the amount of money that you need will be determined by several factors. What product are you going to be using? If you're doing a VA loan for the military, that can be 0 money down. If you're doing FHA, that's at least 3.5% down. Or maybe you're using down payment assistance, which requires no money down using an FHA. Going conventional, are you putting down 5% or 10% or 20%? And then the percentage of the purchase price, that helps determine the dollar amount you need just for your down payment, but then you also have closing costs, which are the costs to close on your mortgage. And you have title fees and lender fees and government fees, and then prepaid items, which include interest and taxes and insurances. And so all those things together, your down payment and your closing cost, will determine how much money you need out of your pocket, also mainly by your purchasing power. So one of the things that I do, and again, we get more into this in the masterclass, but one of the things that I always like to start out with is how much money do you have, and then how much of that are you allocating toward purchasing your home. And then we use that money to back into what you're going to end up shopping for. So you're in control. So it's not about this is how much money you need to buy a home. It's how much money do you have? What are your resources? And as a result, those resources will get you this house. But everyone is different, and that requires a custom one-on-one game plan. How much of a home do I qualify for? It's never the home that you qualify for. It is the monthly payment that you qualify for. There are several ways to determine that. There's usually two numbers in pre-approval for determining what you qualify for. And again, this comes down to your monthly mortgage obligation. One number is based on the amount of money that you earn. What's the most that you have the ability to pay on a monthly basis according to how much you earn, according to the IRS, or according to bank statements, which is another product which again we get into in the masterclass. There's a phrase out there, a term called DTI, or debt to income ratio. And what we're doing is we're taking your monthly income that we can use according to the IRS, whether you're self-employed, employed, 1099, and we compare that to your existing debt as well as what your new mortgage payment will be. And then we compare the total debt of what you have and what your mortgage payment will be. We compare that to your verifiable income. That gives us what we call your debt to income ratio. We have two numbers. One is the most that you're able to qualify for based on all of that criteria. And then the other number is your budget. You set the number of what you want your mortgage obligation to be. What you qualify for is based on your income compared to your debt and what your new mortgage payment will be. But what I like to advise is let's talk about what your comfort level is and what your monthly budget is, and let's back into what you can afford. And so when you combine your choice of a monthly obligation and we talk about your funds that you have allocated to purchase a home with down payment and closing costs, once we know all of those numbers, then we can back into what you can afford and what you can shop for. How do I get pre-approved? That's a great question. It is continuing to keep the ball rolling. So getting approved is going through the application process, filling out the application, having your credit report pulled, sending in your documentation, your W-2s, your 1099s, your pay stubs, your bank statements, your retirement accounts. And so all of this is part of the pre-approval process. To get started right away, once this video is over, you'll have several options below to get started right away. One is a quick application to get the conversation started. One is a full application to deep dive right away. One is just communicating back and forth via email or text to get the conversation started. And then another is setting up a phone call so we can help you create a custom game plan. So you have several options there. So those are the 5 frequently asked questions. I hope this has brought you value. If you want to really deep dive and understand the absolute process from the initial conversation to when your mortgage funds and everything becomes official, you'll see a link below this video that will take you to the home loan masterclass that is hosted by me. Again, it's more of a deep dive, getting a lot deeper in each area of the process so you know what to expect, what to look out for as you go through this journey. If you'd like to connect with me, again, below this video are several options. I wish you great peace and joy in your home buying or your home refinancing journey.